You've done lots of press. Like, how's this comparing so far?
It's the best. It's the best because we can just talk about who's an arsehole and who's great. I'm going to look at the Daily Mail. I'm going to look at the Sun, and there's going to be something like, and I'm cancelled forever. I'd be fucked.
Doing comedy in this climate.
Oh, God.
Oh, mate.
As long as it's funny and it's honest, you should be able to fucking laugh at it.
Did you enjoy that experience?
No, but I needed the money as well.
Does it pay well?
Yeah.
Does
oh
it?
My God, of course it does. It's like a public execution.
Guys, this is a huge joy to intro this guest, honestly. I'm always pinching myself on this podcast, but this week's guest is a comedian, writer, actor, a BAFTA award winning, a expert in the, what do we call it? Ghost? Supernatural?
Yes,
fashion icon.
Really?
It's Daisy May Cooper, everyone.
Oh, but how lovely is that? What an intro.
Mate, this is such a joy. Honestly.
This is exactly how I feel about you.
Really?
You look even more beautiful in real life.
God,
I can't. You're
stop.
a goddess.
I didn't even have to pay her to say all of that, just a little bit of it, just the goddess part. So I first became aware of you when you made This Country. And then it came off my algorithm when you released your book, Don't Laugh, It'll Encourage You.
Yeah.
And you were on your stories or on your grid and you were basically trolling your publisher. So she had him on speaker, she's filming herself, and you were just winding him up, weren't you? Just basically telling him, I've got myself cancelled, I've done this, or what are some of the things you did?
Do you know what? I can't remember.
The panic in his voice.
I think that's a really good idea because they haven't given me another book deal.
Right.
That's probably the most money I ever earned in my entire life. So yeah, it was a really dumb idea.
So would you say in terms of like career writing advice, don't troll the publisher?
Don't troll the hand that feeds you, basically.
When did he become aware of the fact you were winding him up? Because I felt like it took a while.
Oh, it did take a while. But, you know, well, my bad. Sorry, mate.
I think you're very much like me in the sense that, like, if something makes you laugh, it's worth it.
Oh, it really is.
If it's funny in the moment, it's good.
Do it. And don't we need to laugh at the minute?
We do.
Jeez.
We do. Talking of the BAFTAs, because I just mentioned the top.
Yes.
Where do you keep them? Because everyone has a separate place for their
I
awards.
keep them right in the hallway. So where everyone can see them, so where the sky man can see him when he comes in, the electrician. I want everyone to bloody know that I've got 4 BAFTAs.
Fucking hell, 4! Mate. Okay,
right.
So your hit series, Am I Being Unreasonable, it's out, second series.
It's out there.
How exciting.
Really exciting.
What can everyone expect?
It's just... I mean, it's loads of twists, loads of turns, cameos. We've got Tom Davis in it. We've got Chelsea Peretti from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. We've got my brother, Charlie. He's in it. Jamali Maddox. It's mad that it's sort of continuing on from the very end of series 1, but it's, more intense.
More intense.
More intense.
Series 1 was intense and dark at times. This is
way more, yeah.
Wow.
So it's going to be, I will see how people take it. People might hate it, but I mean...
No, I don't think they're going to. I don't think they could hate anything you do.
Oh, I hope so.
The name lends itself from a group on Mumsnet, is that right?
Yeah. So
you don't strike me as a Mumsnet kind of gal.
Well, I wasn't, but then I discovered, do you know what? It was during lockdown.
Yeah.
And I was was at my lowest and like my marriage was breaking down and I just didn't know where to turn. And so I went on Mumsnet, posted anonymously.
Yeah.
And had like all these women who I will never know who they are and they'll never know that they helped me, but just gave me the most amazing advice and reassurance. And they fucking saved me, honestly. And I suppose this is like a sort of my ode to them.
So for listeners that don't know, Mumsnet is essentially a site, like a forum where you can mums come on and talk about all kinds of things. And there is a section called Am I Being Unreasonable?
Yeah.
And people basically say, I ran over my neighbour's cat. Do I tell him? Basically get advice.
Yes. That's exactly it.
I want to, I don't know, I want to stick a pitchfork in my neighbour's head, should I? You're like, yeah, do it. Just go nuts with it.
It's brilliant.
What's some of the craziest stuff you've seen on there?
Oh, God. I'm just trying to think. Do you know what? There was one really horrible one, which was about this woman who'd been married for I don't know how many years. And she said that my partner just doesn't wash and hasn't washed for about a year, and he stinks, and he just sits there like this horrible festering rubbish dump, just sort of calcifying in front of the TV. And then there was about 20,000 mums posted, "Leave the smelly bastard, leave the smelly bastard." Oh my God, it's brilliant.
That's fucking disgusting.
It is fucking disgusting.
What a nasty little toad.
Oh, imagine what his knob must have been. Horrible.
What do they call it? The smeg.
Oh.
Your character, Nick, is obsessed with reality TV.
Yes.
Is that something that Daisy, you yourself, are you into it?
Fucking 1,000%.
Do you love it?
Married at First Sight UK. Yeah. 90 Day Fiancé, do you ever watch any of that?
I haven't actually ever watched it, but I've heard about it. It's like, there's only so many hours in the day.
Oh, I know, but I'm
Married at
always
First Sight's
here.
good.
Love Island, obviously.
Love Island, yeah.
I mean, I'm just here for all of it. Do you know what I think it is because it's nothing like what my work is. So it's like complete escapism for me. I can just really enjoy it.
Do you ever get inspiration for characters through characters on reality TV?
All the fucking time. All the time. Oh my God.
The best to get Married at First Sight is like a guy would be like, I like a size 6, blonde, ballet dancer, and then he'll get like a bricklayer who's like brunette, and then he has to pretend to be a decent human being.
Oh, they're
and the judges are going, we thought it'd be a good challenge for you to.
You both live in Somerset, and you should get on. Oh, it's hot. It's awful, but it's absolutely brilliant, and I'm here for every single second of it. That and Real Housewives, of Beverly Hills.
Right, don't get me started because we'll lose the whole podcast. Beverly Hills is my
really great.
On the show, it's a lot of school mum interactions.
Yeah.
What is that like for you in real life? How do you find the school gate interactions?
Do you know what? I don't deal with it. Because of work. I don't do the school gate stuff. My ex-husband, who has been brilliant, he does all of that.
So you have to do any of the small talk.
I don't have to do any of it, and I tell you what, it is absolutely brilliant. I don't get any PTA emails. I'm not in any WhatsApp groups. Because I haven't owned a phone for like 2 years. No, seriously.
I didn't know if that was just like a bit.
No, not a bit. No.
So you don't have a phone?
I have crippling anxiety, and WhatsApp was just literally
sending you over the edge.
Social media was just awful. So everything goes to my partner's phone, then he just tells me.
So he has the phone, you're together, and then he tells you where you need to be.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
What about if you want to have a little scroll on Instagram or TikTok? Do you just go on his?
No, I don't. I tell you what, I do go on my laptop.
Yeah.
But I just watch like YouTube videos. But I don't.
I'm obsessed with you.
And do you know what? I don't think people take into consideration, right? Being in the public eye as well, it adds a whole nother level to that anxiety.
Yeah.
So it's like, imagine how awful it was to go into school on Monday and like nobody be talking to you. And you have no fucking idea why. And it's because, I don't know, you call someone a slag or whatever. They got fingered by the bus shuttle. Whatever. But it's having that is my anxiety. I just think, oh my God, I'm going to look at the Daily Mail, I'm going to look at the Sun, and there's going to be something like, and I'm cancelled forever. And what would I do? I can't. I genuinely just, I'll get arrested because there's nothing else. I'll just do prison time because I genuinely have been sacked from every job I've ever had. So there is nothing else. There's no plan B for me. I'd be fucked.
How do you find being a celebrity, apart from that side of it? do people recognise you a lot when you're out and about?
Yeah, and I fucking love that. Because you can get tables at like Pizza Express, even when they're fucking packed. Yeah, and they're fully booked, and they go, oh, yeah, this country, I can find you a table. My kids think it's fucking great. But
are they aware of like you and the kind of the achievements that you've...
Yeah, they couldn't give a fuck. Honestly, they genuinely could not give a fuck. I went on the Masked Singer, because my daughter was such a massive fan, and she was so embarrassed that I went on it and was really upset with me.
Well, she wasn't gassed that you won her favourite show?
No, I thought, you little fucking shit.
And did you enjoy that experience?
No, but I needed the money as well.
Does it pay well?
Yeah.
Does
my God, of course it does. It's like a public execution. Of course it's going to pay well.
Did you watch was it Macy Gray the other week?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
do you know what? It's brilliant as well. What I read recently is such a good quote about fame. And they say fame is like an MRI scan for the soul. It's like a blue light for the soul, black light for the soul. So if you are a cunt, right, and you become famous, it will only exaggerate that.
I couldn't agree more.
Don't you think so? It's not that fame changes you, it's that you were always that.
I have always said this, and I wholeheartedly agree. If you are a prick, you're just going to be more of a prick.
Yeah.
Like, when people go, oh, money and fame changed them. No, you can't really change someone who they are. Like, you're either a good person or a bad person.
Yes.
That's why I think a lot more men turn into arseholes when they're famous, because they're already arseholes.
Yes.
So the fame exacerbates the arseholeness. Like, after Love Island, it's like the girls just all kind of stay really sweet and humble, and then the boys are like these monsters. I'm like, well, the shoe fucking fits.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God, this is brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you.
Oh, thank you.
We should do this more often.
Oh, I'd love to.
I needed this today.
Do you?
Yeah.
You've done lots of press. Like, how's this comparing so far?
It's the best. It's the best because we can just talk about who's an arsehole and who's great.
So many arseholes. One person's not an arsehole.
Yeah.
Ben Shephard.
Oh, what? Oh my God. What a gent of a man that man is.
For people that don't know, Daisy has a lifelong, love for Ben.
Yes.
Was he on when you went on this morning today?
He was, yeah. But I've got to tone it down because I don't want to be creepy, and then that's going to set my anxiety off. But he's so fucking kind and so sincere.
He's a nice guy, yeah.
He is so sincere. He's one of those people that if you broke down on like the hard shoulder, he would stop. Wouldn't he? And
true.
Get one of those pump things for your wheel, the tyres. And he would do that.
That is actually a really good point. He's a nice guy. You could let him hold your drink while you go to the toilet. You'd be fine.
Yes.
He's one of those. Have you seen that trend you're not on the phone? It's like celebrities that you would leave your drink with versus wouldn't, and they do these little compilations. Ben Shephard would be like, I would leave my drink with him.
Oh my
safe.
God, yeah. Who did they say they wouldn't leave their drink with?
I mean,
there's a lot, isn't there?
There's a lot. I don't know if I should mention because they're legal in the room. Talking of jobs that you have been fired for, so before this country came to us, you and your brother were working cleaning offices?
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
Oh, it was so bleak. Do you know what? I tell you why it was. It's because we weren't very good cleaners, and we did try and be good.
What was that? Was just like the execution, or just like the attention to detail?
Attention to detail. Like there'd still be like like coffee rings on the tables and like. But I remember thinking, I'm going to put so much effort into this. And there was still notes from our area manager saying, this is a fucking pigsty. And it's like, oh my God, I genuinely gave 110% to this. So I am fucked. I am fucked.
You get fired. And you
yeah.
start writing this country.
Yeah. And that was...
And it's heavily based off your own experiences, isn't it?
Yeah.
For people that don't know.
Definitely. And do you know what? It was as dramatic as it sounds, it was either that or nothing. Like there was no other option. I remember going for a job interview. I used to have to get my job seekers allowance and then going for you'd have to go and get interviews. And I went for an interview as a pot wash in an Indian restaurant, and there were 43 other fucking people going up for that. And I thought, if I can't get that, I'm just fucked. So we had to, and I tell you, it was so therapeutic. And I think like the poverty and stuff had made us really angry, and there was loads that we really wanted to say, and I think it was just the fact that this has happened and that it was a success story in the end. Because fuck me if it hadn't have been. What would I be doing now? Smack? I mean, it's awful.
I like to believe you wouldn't. I think maybe you'd be like Ben Shephard's mistress. You'd be living your best life. So, but like you say, you depict like stories of poverty in quite serious tones, but through comedy. And I think people can connect to it then.
Oh, because you have to laugh at it, because otherwise it's just bleak. And that was the thing that was, I mean, as corny as this sounds, laughter is free. And you do it just to keep each other going. And that's what we did. And there was all these silly videos that I found that me and my brother used to do at that time, because just to make each other laugh, because we were just so fucking sad, really. And that was all we had.
Did you know you were funny as a child? Was it something that you were aware of?
I knew for definite I was funny when I was at RADA and I had to play the part of Lady Macbeth, and I did it very seriously, and people were like pissing themselves laughing. And I was like, what are you laughing? They go, oh, it's just so funny.
You didn't enjoy RADA, did you?
Fucking hated it. Absolutely hated it, and I will say that till the day I die.
What was it particular about RADA, which is a performing arts school, if anyone doesn't know?
Bullying.
Really?
Just
was it stuck
relentless
up?
Bullying. Yeah, stuck up. There's loads of stuff going on, but bullying was the big one. And
how did you find yourself
people.
going to RADA? Did you do drama at school, and you were like, this is where I want to go?
Yeah,
because this is the place to go and study it.
Yeah. And then we went there, and of course you're young and you're naive and you're so grateful to be given that opportunity, and you're told how lucky you are.
Yeah.
And that, an environment like that breeds people that are desperate for power and control. A lot of bitter people who possibly didn't make it and want to take that out on young people, and it's it makes me so angry, because I think that we should have been encouraged. I think everybody should be encouraged. That's the way you should learn, not constantly berated. And I was told, I remember there's an acting teacher that said to me, yeah, everybody tells me that you're really talented, but I just can't see it at all.
Wow.
Yeah. And that I was about 18, 19. I was taught, like, my parents, that I would never get anywhere because I was too ugly. Like, I think it's, do you know what? I think it's disgusting. It makes me really angry.
That's fucking horrific.
Yeah. And it shouldn't be happening.
No.
This is a place we should be, supporting young people and inspiring young people.
And that could have completely been at the end of it for you.
Yeah.
Like, look at you now, like everything you've achieved, the BAFTAs, the series. Like, you could have gone, okay, I am no good. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to put a nail in it. That's it. I won't try anymore.
Do you know what is great? We had Cynthia Erivo, who's obviously gone wicked. She was in my class at RADA, right? And do you know what was amazing about her? She didn't give a fuck. She couldn't have given a flying fuck what any of the teachers said. Whereas, like, with me, it just went, I absorbed every negativity like a sponge. With her, she was just like, no, I fucking believe in myself. Fuck you. And I wish that I'd had that attitude. I mean, I still wish that I had that now, but and look, she could win the
fucking Oscar.
The Oscar. She could win the Oscar. Like, fucking fuck you bastards. Absolute tits. Sorry. Anyway.
But I feel like you are a bit of a juxtaposition in the sense that you give off the don't give a fuck attitude, but you are sensitive.
Oh, extremely sensitive.
Funny, isn't it?
It's so weird. Oh,
So if someone critiques you or your work, you take it to heart.
Oh, it's like having your nerves exposed on the outside of your skin, and it fucking sits with me for days and days. And I can act, and I can like try and watch something and try and forget about it, and then I'll go, oh, I should be feeling sad. And then I'll remember what that thing is,
because it hangs over like a dark cloud until you've kind of addressed it.
But do you know what? I'm getting to that point now where I've got to think, no, I've got to fucking love myself a bit more and show myself the respect that I show other people.
Yes.
Because I'm sick of fucking I'm sick of not coming into my power, and I should be doing this and paving the way for other people.
100%.
But yeah, this is like fucking therapy. How much do I owe you?
We can't have you here and not talk about the paranormal. Because I think your love for it is, well, I was doing my research on and it runs deep.
Really deep.
Experienced a interaction with, let me get it right, it was dismembered legs running through your house. I mean, I saw it with my own eyes. Had you had any mushrooms or any other?
Do you know what? I hadn't, and I wasn't pissed.
This is a sober.
I know, a sober thing.
Because it sounds fucking terrifying.
Do you know what? What is so? I mean, first, what I want to say, without sounding completely insane, because everybody always thinks I am, but until it happens to you, I mean, not the legs, but until you have an experience, it wasn't scary. It was unbelievably underwhelming. It was just like, my brain, it took the time for my brain to process what was happening for it to have happened and then be over.
Were they solid? Or
they
were
completely solid. And then it just kind of, the rest of the body, it was like, it just merged into and it was wearing PE shorts. And I thought, of course I've seen just a fucking pair of legs and nothing else. Of course.
And it just runs past you?
Just runs past me. And then it just completely vanished. It's so mad, but I'm telling you, I think it might have been something, because I was the only person to live in that house, and I think it's like I'm seeing something from the future, and it's just time.
My mum and dad, they rented for a while this house. It's called a parsonage, so it's like would have been the house that was attached to a church.
Yeah.
And no lie, the garden was a graveyard. Mum and dad were like really unfazed by it. And it was a beautiful house. My mum said that she saw someone stood over her bed one night. And I thought, is it early onset? Do we need to... Let's make sure she's got all her assets in the right situation to me. But yeah, no, she said she's convinced of it. And she had 6 months in that house, and she said she'd never had so many migraines and bad sleep. And she was convinced it's a spirit.
Was that something that just fell off by itself?
It sounds like someone's trying to contact.
That is insane. Was that somebody just knocking something?
That's soundproof in there. We can't even hear them.
It's from outside. Yeah.
Who's out there? Is it Ben Shephard? You have to fucking watch on YouTube. It is the best piece of reality TV.
On YouTube?
On YouTube. It's called Seeking Sister Wife, right? And it's about... Have you seen it?
No, but I'm obsessed with these sister wives.
It's
like
called...
this whole polyamorous in America. Like, it's mad.
Okay, so it's this guy, and he's Christian, and he's got this wife. They're in their like 40s, been together for like 18 years or whatever. And he turns around one day and says, God's come to me and says I need another wife who's got to be Brazilian and quite curvy.
This is real.
It's real. And it's basically them going to find this wife and like dating this other wife or dating this other Brazilian woman. And the actual wife is pretending that she's absolutely fine with it. But the cracks start to appear, and it gets to the end and she just can't hold it in anymore. There's a bit where they've gone to Brazil, they're in a hotel room, he is trying to get the wife to leave so that he can just shag the new girlfriend, and she is trying to keep the conversation going so that she can stay in there. So he's going, right, I think we're quite tired, I think we'll go to bed, and she'll go, another thing I was thinking about. It is the most mental. I mean, talk about people not being honest about their feelings. It's the best car crash television I've ever seen.
I feel like there's a sitcom in that.
God,
fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, it's already written. Life is already written. God's written it.
Are there characters that you want to play that you've kind of in your mind that you haven't played yet?
I don't know. Yeah, I suppose. What would I do now? I mean, Oh, I mean, I'm up for it. I mean, as long as it pays well, I'll literally fucking do anything. I'll take up the ass. I will do anything. But, yeah.
What I find interesting about you is you work with your brother on This Country, and then your actual real life best friend is your best friend
in the show.
In the new show, the series that's out now, the second series. Yeah. What's that like? Does it ever get tense?
No, but I think it's because they know me so well, and it wouldn't work with anyone else. And if you ever write a sitcom or anything, you have to do it with somebody that you can go, do you know what, that's fucking shit. Because half of it, if you're with somebody that you can't say that to, half of it is just trying to do damage control about saying this is shit in a nice way.
This scene is a load of crap.
Yeah.
Let's drop it.
And there's nothing's taken personally because it's not personal. It's just like, okay, yeah, you're right. And it's just back and forth like that.
What's it like in the comedy world? Is it like, are people supportive?
Yeah, they are actually. There's a really, really great bunch. This bunch that are around. I'm not sure about the bunch that went kind of but in the sort of decade before me, I don't know, but this one is really nice. Supportive and really nice, that I genuinely can't name an asshole.
Do you have childhood icons who are now like mates? Because you appear on like the Buzzcocks, and you're is it Noel Fielding's on the other team?
Yes.
People like that. It's like,
it's insane. It's bizarre, and that feels like, oh my God, I feel like I've manifested this. Yeah. It's bizarre, and I do have to take time out to like appreciate that. But for you know what it's like, you just want to move on to the next thing. You go, oh yeah, I'm mates with him now.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Have you ever met any celebrities that have disappointed you?
Yeah.
But like, because you thought that, because I have too. It's hard, isn't it?
That is the most soul-destroying thing. And do you know what is the most terrifying thing? Is these are the people who are like flawless on camera, who are so nice and so bubbly and the second they're off it, they drop it. It's like psychopathic. And that double life thing, I think they will get outed at some, because it has to.
They always do. It just might take longer.
Yes.
People on my Instagram always go to me, oh, tell us who's a dickhead. And what I would say, like coded, and I think you all agree with me, like you say, the people that are like so squeaky clean, it's impossible, and they ram the be kind down your throat.
Yes. It's those ones.
They are trying to deflect from the fact they are actually a prick.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
I said, so if you actually look at people that just really like the virtue signaling and that, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm so, no.
Yes.
Knob.
Yeah, and do you know what? At the end of the day, it's all bollocks. I mean, we're all like TV. What is it? It's just like, if it wasn't that, it would be what? I don't know. The old days, like a play or whatever.
It'd be like jesters in the street.
Yeah, like we're not saving. Hey, look at me! Follow me! It's just fucking bollocks. Like I'm not doing brain surgery. I'm just being a bit funny on TV, and that's it.
The BAFTAs are coming up. The TV ones.
Yes.
Are you going?
Oh, I just fucking hate those things. I fucking hate those things.
So you've done a football shirt dress.
Yeah, I've run out of ideas now. And now I'm trying to sort of change my image, and that's not really
so
working.
Now you're going to try
I don't
and go
know
a bit
what
more,
to do.
Like you know, like classic red carpet gown or no?
Oh, I don't. It's just, you know
I have
what?
to say, I like. Though, like the BAFTAs, I'm not going to the BAFTAs, but the events I do go to, there's something not fun about them. I don't know what it is. They should be fun. And also, I feel guilty saying that, because I'm also like, if I told my 16-year-old self, oh, you're going to get to go to the NTAs, I'd be like, that's... So I have to... I'm always like, I am grateful to be there, but I always try to say, they're not... I just want to get fucking plastered. And then you kind of can't, but I have sometimes. And then you talk about fear the next day.
Oh my God.
Fear of what you said to people.
Oh,
everyone's got their phones out, journalists everywhere.
Oh my God. I remember in the BAFTAs, I think me and Charlie absolutely terrified Tony from Hollyoaks. I remember us asking him for a selfie or something, and then him trying to like edge away from us in like in the smoking area. Oh, I honestly, it makes me want to.
Well, he was like backing towards the railings, and you just closing in on it.
We're going, hey, Tony, nosh, Hollyoaks, and he was just, it was It was absolutely disgusting. I tried to, sometimes I remind myself of that and I wake up in a cold sweat. But that is the biggest thing about those things is I don't trust myself, and I panic that I'm going to say what I could say the one wrong thing and it's just me trying to be funny, and I end up ruining my entire career and upsetting so many people. That is my biggest fear, and that's magnified.
Horrible, isn't it?
It's horrible. It's horrible. It's like being back at school.
I think like doing comedy in this climate.
Oh God.
Oh mate, because everyone's desperate to be offended. But like Ricky Gervais talks about it really well. Like, you know, the whole comedy versus offending people paradox, because I think it's like a glass house.
Yeah.
Because like you say, it's like, well then what can we joke about? If we have to worry about what everyone's offended about, what's actually left?
Do you know what? We cannot give those people the power. And I tell you why. Because there are some people who are sort of pointing out things and it's very good. And there's some people that are using that for their own egos and their own narcissism. And it's another form of fucking bullying, actually. And I don't like it. And when it's unjustified and everybody wants to just pounce on somebody for saying something, I mean, that is no worse than bullying. And you could turn around and point the finger back at them and say, do you know how that made me suicidal, you all piling on me like that? So yeah, I think as long as it's funny and it's honest, you should be able to fucking laugh at it. Like, we have to laugh at it because otherwise it's depressing. That's how we get through life, right?
Yeah, I'm with you wholeheartedly. Because I love to laugh, and I feel like that just sounds like the most like something someone would put in their like RADA profile. I love to laugh and I love to walk my dog on a Sunday, you insufferable prick. No, but I'll laugh at everything. Like you say, dark humour is my medicine. In my darkest time of my life, like I would want on my deathbed, you know, one of my friends to come over and be like, you look fucking awful. Yeah. That's what I want, because it would make me actually laugh. Like I want it in all the moments.
Do you remember in EastEnders where Pat's in her deathbed and then Big Mo says, keep your chin up, all four of them? And I thought, that is the way I want to go. That would be me and you.
Oh, mate, I miss those bitches. That was high quality telly, wasn't it?
Isn't that that's better than Shakespeare?
Yeah, that's elite.
Isn't that the most moving line? Yeah. Keep your chin up, all four of them. Fucking what? She pulls her pants down.
Right. Should we play a game?
Yeah.
Okay, so this game, in honour of the podcast So Wrong It's Right, on the cards I have things written, and then we decide if they're wrong, right, or so wrong that they're right.
Okay, great.
Okay, let's get into it. Telling a friend that their kid is annoying.
Do you know what? That is so wrong that it's right. Yeah. That is so wrong that it's right. And you should fucking... My brother's kids are demons.
You've got 3, haven't you?
I've got 3, yeah. I mean, they're also pain in the ass, but they're also demons. But his one of them is a demon.
Yeah, because I haven't got kids, right? But people always go, you know, there's no such thing as like a horrible child. And I'm like, I've met a couple.
Oh yeah,
I've met some right little stinkers. Having a favourite child.
Oh no, that's wrong. Yeah. I do think that's wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't think you can. I genuinely, if you put me up to a lie detector, I genuinely couldn't have a favourite because I hate them all.
I'm fucking dead.
Oh God, no, our kids, I love you.
Fuck, that's so good. I'm with you on that. You've got to be something a little bit wrong with you if you genuinely love one. I don't even have kids, but I'm thinking, I don't know, how could you love one
You
more?
just couldn't.
I think you could. My mum always said she liked us more at different times.
Yeah.
Like when I was going through my real, like, it was like a vintage cunt year.
I went through that.
She was like, it was just, you was nothing likeable about you. I loved you, but God, I couldn't stand you. And I'm like, I get it. Yeah.
Yes, I get that.
Starting rumours about someone just to have something to laugh at.
that's so wrong. It's right, isn't it? If they're an asshole, I think it's all right. And if it's something as silly, I mean, what would the rumour be? If the rumour was something like, do you know that they've never been able to tie their shoelaces?
Yeah.
No, we can think of
There's
worse
like Stephen accounting puts his knob in peanut butter and lets his dog lick it off.
You went there? Yeah, why not? Fuck Steve.
Taking credit for someone else's work.
That is wrong.
Because in script writing, acting, there must be quite a lot of that. When people go, I just ad-libbed that line, there's probably someone who's written a script going, you fucking didn't.
Yeah, I don't. Do you know what? I've not experienced
Have you
that,
not?
actually. No, I don't think that happens. Lots of people go, I'm so worried about writing a script that somebody would steal the idea. It genuinely doesn't happen.
No.
So no, I don't think, you shouldn't steal other people's work.
Telling your friend when they're being a twat.
Yes, I think that's so right. It's so wrong. It's right. I think you should. I want people to tell me that.
I was going to say that I think half the key to not turning into a dick in this life is having friends and family that will tell you.
Pull you up on your behaviour.
Because sometimes you just need to be told if you are acting.
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree.
So yeah, that's just right, I feel.
Yes.
Sticking your nose in other people's business.
It depends. Doesn't it? Of who it is and whether they deserve, to be stuck in there.
I try not to get involved in other people's business, but I love to hear about other people's lives. I'm so nosy, it's insane. It's sick.
I mean, all this Blake Lively stuff.
We're talking about it.
Fascinated by it. There's a woman that I follow on YouTube who does tarot cards for so she'll say, right, this is what Blake Lively's actually internally feeling about Ryan Reynolds at this moment, and this is what Justin Baldoni's feeling towards Ryan Reynolds and Blake. It's like it's so great.
That sounds fucking fantastic.
It's so brilliant.
And you know what is current?
Yeah,
it's your chance to plug. Where can we watch it?
You can watch it on BBC iPlayer.
Yeah.
You'll be able to download all the episodes of it and watch it. And I promise you will. It will take you on a roller coaster. That's all I can say, really.
Without giving too much away.
Yeah, and also, like I said, This Country fans, they've got Kerry and Curtin actually in the second series of Am I Being Unreasonable? So it's like a mesh of the comedy universes collide.
Unreal.
So you're getting your Kerry and Curtin fix.
Get on it. Am I Being Unreasonable series 2?
Yeah.
Daisy May Cooper, thank you so much.
What a joy. Thank you so much.
I could just talk all day, but I'm so aware that everyone else has.
Thank you.